All right. Good evening, everyone. This is Miss Shirley, the OG Gardener, coming to you live Thursday night at 7. Try to be on time. Uh, Welcome, everyone who's watching me tonight, and anyone who watches the replay. Please subscribe to my channel and hit that like button and also the notification bell so that you'll be notified on my next live. All right. Let's see. Anybody come to see me tonight? Do y'all like me just a little bit? Okay. It's still early. I just want to let you know it's been a lovely day today. The weather's been just gorgeous. At first, they said it was going to have severe thunderstorms, and I was kind of welcoming the rain, but it never showed. Didn't even get cloudy. It's been sunny and warm all day. So I've just been enjoying it. Went to the barber shop, got a haircut. You know, when you go to the barber shop and get your hair cut, it feels so good. You feel light. Just makes you feel good all over. Alrighty. Okay, waiting on people to pop in. Hopefully y'all remember. Still early. All right. I wonder how everybody's day was today. I know in some places it's still hot. Some places they're getting a lot of rain. And I was watching the replay on Hands in the Dirt, and he tickled me about put your panky up when you sip your drink. I said panky, so not pinky, panky. So I enjoyed his replay on winding down. Uh, let's see. All righty, here we go. All right, people woke up. All right, they remember. All right. GT Jr. Grows It, Alaska. Hello, dear. Glad to see you here. Miss T with the T. Sure, please. All right. You want to send some folks my way? Hey, the more the merrier. I don't have a problem with it. Melissa Brown. All right. North Carolina. Okay. Well, this is Northeast Ohio. It snows here. It gets cold here. I got a cousin in North Carolina. I forgot what part. But yeah, I figure y'all got mild winters compared to ours. Uh, I want to tell you a few things, but I'm going to wait till a few more people come in the chat. All right, for the ones who are new. Okay. Oh, hey, Mike, how you doing? Coming from Miss T. Oh, she was on tonight? All right. I was probably busy in the bathroom primping, trying to get my hair to act right. You know, it likes to play. It's so soft. I had to kind of work with this. Had to put all kinds of stuff in it just for it to act right. Guava, y'all. I've been thirsty all day. Ah, I've been drinking water and drinking water and drinking water. Oh, Mike. Oh, just like a man, you know how to get to me. Flattery will get you everywhere. No, I don't GT and I want to, but I don't know how to do it. Ah, is that sweet Nay Array? Okay. Miss T Raid, okay. Hello. Nice to meet you. Laboring in the Vineyard 144. All right, you're back. Okay. Thank you. Ah. GT, how do I do that? Because all of this is still new to me. Okay. IT, I am not. Sometimes I can listen to some people's directions and they can walk me through, and then others I'm like, what? What you just say? Can you run that past me one more time? A Cam 23 TV. Okay, coming from Miss T. All right, Miss T. Oh, you on the ball tonight. You just sending a whole busload of folks. All right, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Veggie Farm Garden. Hello, dear. How are you? Glad to see you. You made it. Okay, the driver is that Semi? I hope I got it right. I don't want to insult me pronouncing your handle there. IMSC Pam. Hello there. Hi, hon. Patty's Southern Kitchen and more. Hi. Okay. Mm, okay. Thank you, Miss T. You must have had a boatload of folks over there today. I ain't mad at you. Send them on down. Big Rooster Show. Okay. Hello. Glad to see you. God's gift in gardening. Hello, dear. How are you? Glad you made it over to say hello. Everybody saying hi to one another. Oh, she had about 432 people. Oh, okay. Well, come on with it. I ain't scared. All right. Florence Lindsay. Good evening. Hello, dear. Glad you could make it. All right. I see folks popping in here. All right. I ain't mad at you. All right. Um, I just wanted to tell you this. I was coming back from the barbershop. It's like at the top of my street, so I can walk there and back. And Tay Weezy, that's cute. I like that. um, and I saw some guys working in this front yard, and he had a truck in the driveway that had everything that I guess he's certified for, like plumbing and electrical and a few other things, but it didn't have gardening on there or landscaping. So he was putting down some pavers, and I saw piles of mulch. And I was like, well, I don't see landscaping on your truck. He said, I don't. He said, I don't know how they talked me into this. He said, can you help? So I gave a few tips. And when I go back up there, I'm going to walk back up there just to see how he did. But it was funny. Patty's Southern Kitchen and more. All right. Hello, dear. How are you? Glad you can make it in. See everybody saying hi to one another. That's a good thing. And so it was funny because he had no idea what he was doing. I was like, well, do you have any amendments for the soil? And he looked at me, and you can hear crickets, like this dude didn't have a clue. He was used to plumbing, electrical, flooring, and everything but gardening. All right. So, yeah. So I really hope he took that advice, and I really want to tip back up there and check because he was like, she wants 3 big hostas here. And I was like, okay. He said, well, do you know where I can get some? And I was like, oh my God, this man don't even know where to go. He said, I went to Home Depot. And I was like, no, we got a nice garden center in our area. And I directed him there. So I hope he went up there and found what he was looking for. But it was funny though, because I wish I could have seen the look on his face when I said amendments. He was like, what? Huh? I was like, okay. And you took this job because yeah. So yeah, and since the weather is already cooling down here, we've been getting anywhere from 54 to 68 degrees at night. And today it actually got up to 80. Okay. But our night temperatures have been dropping so low. So it's putting some of the plants in shock, and they're slowing down. And I hope most of them are finished before our first freeze come in. Hey, Maria Graham. Hello, dear. How are you? Glad to see you. So that'll be interesting. Oh, I wanted to tell you about this lady I saw in the store. You know how you feel like somebody's like too close to you? You get the sense something ain't right. So I turned around, and this lady's hand was coming like this. And I leaned back like this. And I said, excuse me, can I help you? She said, I want to touch your hair. She says, it looks so soft. And I'm like, what made you think you had the right to just reach out of nowhere and touch my hair? I was like, no, girlfriend, mm-mm. I don't know where your hands been. I don't know who you are. No, you can't do that. It's just like some people think they supposed to touch a pregnant woman's stomach. No, no, it's called space. I'm not in your space. Get out of mine. But yeah, that was kind of weird. I had a lot of crazy stuff happen to me today. I don't know. Is there a full moon out and I forgot about it? I know it was last week, but is it still out? Because these people is just weird out here. Let's see. KY Le Pimp. Okay. All right. That's unusual. Yeah. You're right, Veggie. No touching without permission. I was doing one of the Matrix things. She was coming at me, and I was like, yeah. So it was funny. Um, People in the chat, let me know what you are harvesting right now because everybody lives in a different zone. I'm in 6A in Cleveland, Ohio. So holla out your zone and your state. Not just your zone, but your state, because everybody's zone is different in everybody's state. Oh yeah, thank you. Hit that like button. Act like you like me. Just a little bit. Let me know what you're harvesting. Because right now, my cucumbers are starting to produce. My cherry tomatoes been always throwing out. And my bell peppers are starting to come in. Mar, hey hon. Glad to see you. You know, GT, what is your weather like in Alaska? Zone 4A. You know, I know everybody's zones is different and what they grow is different. Like all of us don't harvest at the same time. I was watching Hands in the Dirt and he's already cleaning out his garden for the fall, and mine's is just now really starting to ramp up. There you go. Hands in the Dirt. Hello. How are you? Glad you made it. Melissa Brown. All right, okra and tomatoes. My okra, it started out, but then all the temperatures started dropping. So they kind of slowed down. So I hope I might get one or two things of okra before um, the weather gets too cold for it. Right now, I hope y'all saw the video I did on kale. I got it in the flower boxes. It's standing up and acting like it's taking root. So yeah. All right, Mama, you say you harvesting tomatoes, lots of cucumbers and bell peppers. My bell peppers is the bomb. I got a pot right at the side door. It's loaded. And every time you open up the door, you can smell them. I'm just like, yes. Oh my goodness, they smell so good. I can't wait to start cooking with them. I really can't wait to. What you say, Mike? You still fighting over the squirrels and the tomatoes? No zucchini yet. I think most of my zucchini is male because they flower, but they're not fruiting. So I don't have time to go out there with a brush or Q-tip and take one from one and put it on the other. Um, I bent down and I shook it a little bit. Hopefully that'll do it, but we'll see. Florence, are you near Dan Permaculture in Florida? So I'm harvesting okra, collard greens, lettuce, and peppers. Okay. My lettuce already bolted, so I just snatched that on out. Yeah, because I know there's people all over Florida probably probably had early harvest compared to the rest of us up here. Because our season don't normally start until the end of May, around what is that, Memorial Day? And hope we don't have any hard freezes overnight because we had two back to back in the same week. You're closer to Tampa? Okay. All right. Yes, if I don't get any zucchini, at least got flowers to look at. Yeah, well, I can't eat. Well, yeah, they say you can't eat them flowers, but I'm not into zucchini flowers. I've seen some people take them and stuff them. I want the zucchini myself because I really like eating the fruit from the plant. So, yeah. Um, let's see what else I got going out there. I got my watermelon and cantaloupe. They're starting to swell up. And the only problem is I have problems with groundhogs. They're really bad over here. And listening to you guys lately, y'all said that how groundhogs are getting ready to go into hibernation soon. And so they're going to try to veg up to get that extra body fat to get them through the winter. So I hope they don't wait till everything is just about ripe and then just raid my garden overnight. So y'all got me on the hunt every day, checking it out, looking for burrows or whatever. Cause I know when they come through, they're gonna do it with a vengeance. Yeah, lettuce did bolted on you. God's gift from gardening. Yeah, okay. Oh, and I was looking at Ann Dale's tomatoes. They were off the chain. Them tomatoes were so big and looked so beautiful. I was like, oh my goodness, I would be making everything with that. Cassandra's South Fulton Garden. Hello, dear. How are you tonight? Glad you could make it. Mama said you saw a big old rabbit running past my cucumber plant, all fat. Oh, maybe he had his full. He'll be back. You know where the good stuff is. My Renaissance grandmother, hello. Thank you for coming by and saying hello to me tonight. Yeah, like the deer. Man, them deer went through my yard like it was a buffet. Okay. They ate my hostas and my what was that? My coleus. It was so beautiful. It had finally snapped back from the first time they ate it. And they waited till it got nice and full again and came back and ate it. And then my Dollar Tree gladiola finally bloomed and they ate the leaves down on that. I was like, is there anything out here y'all won't eat? But they won't mess with the lavender. They don't like black eyed Susie. So, oh, now you got to know to be picky. And well, I take that back. My black eyed Susies on the really young ones, they like the tender ones. They ate all the tops off of those. The ones that already blossomed, they didn't touch. But the ones that were starting out, I guess they're a little sweeter. And they ate all the tops off of that. So, yeah, yeah. And I was laughing at Andale too. That one night, I think it was Sunday, we were at Linda, Miss Linda's channel, and Andale said how she was sitting on the back porch, chilling, listening to the frogs and the crickets and stuff. I was like, yeah, I got a front porch like that, where I could sit back and listen to the crickets and what have you. Once these people make their kids go in the house, you know, school is out for the summer, and these are baby kids out here. I'm sorry to say. These ain't regular kids. These are baby kids. Yeah. Even I want them to go in the house. Mm-mm. Yankee Sister Homestead. Hello, sweetheart. Glad you made it into the chat tonight. I know you'll be saying hi to everybody in here. Is anybody canning? I know we're growing veggies. If you're not canning, are you hot water? Uh, what's is that what it is? Yeah, the hot water thing. One way or the other. Are you preserving? Let me put it to you like that. Are you preserving anything for the fall? Okay. Someone gave me a bag of apples and I want to make some apple cider vinegar. If the apples is okay, I might make a little preserve or apple butter like my grandmother did. Oh, dehydrating. Okay. IMSC. Pam. Yeah. A water bath. Thank you. GT. Yeah, I want to dehydrate some stuff too. Spoon, it was Sunshine Homestead. I feel honored. Thank you, dear. Spoon, how you feeling? How's your back? You know, we all try to say hello and look out for one another. So I hope you're feeling better. Yeah, I found me a mm, Presto dehydrator. So I want to try dehydrating some rosemary, some basil, even some bell peppers. I want to make a bell pepper powder because I love the taste of bell peppers. And I want to see if that's feasible so that I can have that taste in a jar. Making red sauce, Maria. Okay. All right. Hands in the dirt. Oh, you preserving too. Yeah. Nothing wrong with that. You know what you're doing, go ahead and go for it. I might try a little something. Now, I grew up with water bath canning with my grandmother because they didn't have the canners back in the day, or I put it like this, she didn't have one. So I know how to water bath. It's the big thing, the Presto. Yeah, it scares me. That rattling and whatever, my nerves ain't what they used to be. So I'm still scared of it. But I'm gonna get it together. Like most people say, once they do it, they can't figure out what they were scared of in the first place, and they're canning and preserving everything they can get their hands on. So that's funny to hear, because it's funny how we're scared of what most people say the unknown. Okay, until we dip our toe in that water and find out, oh, it's okay. It ain't as bad as I thought it was, and then we go from one extreme to the next. Okay, what you say, Yankee sister? Ready to pressure can and dehydrate now. Well, see, you guys probably have crops that are coming in a lot faster. Mine's coming in a little slow. So, only thing that's really popping all day long is cherry tomatoes of different kinds. The chocolate cherry tomatoes, everybody wants them. They said they so sweet, everybody wants those. He's feeling better and grateful for your prayers. Of course. Oh, that's what we're here for. This is the community. We got each other's back if we can. I'm glad he's feeling better. Tell him don't go around picking up nothing heavy. And tell him mama said it, okay? Mama said don't go picking up nothing heavy. All right. Mama, would you say you still scared of pressure canning too? Yeah, I ain't mad at you. Mm-mm. Water bath, I know what I'm dealing with. That pressure can, like you said, you have to know your elevation. Um, you have to let it come to a full boil, and then you gotta let the little thing steam off, and then you have to let it go for however long, and then put the little weight on top. I know what to do. It's just, I ain't gonna lie, I'm still scared. Oh, I could freeze cherry tomatoes. I know that whole. I got them. I got cherry tomatoes left from last year. It was wintertime here, and my cherry tomatoes was giving off, so I just ripped it out the ground. I was like, nobody else wanted any more cherry tomatoes, so I filled up my freezer for what I wanted, and then I chucked the rest of them. I threw them in the composter. I was like, it just showed off. So tomatoes and a few cute so far. We're in the same zone. Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. You in Ohio too? What part of Ohio? Yeah. Yeah, I got a nice little haul the other day of cutes, first of the season. Would you say, Mike, you froze 2-gallon bags of cherry tomatoes? Is that all? I can get that one sitting. I got 3 tomato plants that got cherry tomatoes on it. The sweet 100, the chocolate cherry, and what's the other one? Japanese truffle. Something new. Yeah. So, yeah. Connecticut is 6A. All right. I don't know what the CT stand for. The only thing I can think of is Connecticut. If it's something else, let me know. What you say, God's gift in guard? I was scared the first time I pressure can, but I just followed the instructions and prayed for the best. I know. I do. I had the balls books. I got all the whole setup. Let me tell you, a good friend of mine, she looked at me one day. She said, "What's wrong with you?" I said, "I want a pressure canner so I can do some canning and preserving." She went to a computer, got online, ordered me a pressure canner, and told me she'll call me when it come. And then I told her, I said, well, dang, it got a accessory set to go with it too. Went back. Next thing I know, I got the claw and the magnetic top for your lids. And all. She bought the whole 9 yards. Okay. I took it out the box, all of it. Hot sudsy water, scrubbed everything down, nice and clean, and put everything right back in the box. I pulled it out when Led was doing that thing where he had everybody canning that night. For some reason or another, I got cold feet, and I was like, I can't do this. So I'm gonna see if I can get one of my friends who do pressure can to come over with me one day and just go with me and show me that it's It ain't as scary as I think it is. Oh, always awesome, Angela. That's all right, babe. I don't care how many times you had to log out and come back. You made it. Third time was the charm, wasn't it? Greetings from Chicago 6 say, hey, Chi-Town. Woohoo. I love Chicago. I got friends in Chicago. And I was going every year until the pandemic hit, and I haven't been back since the pandemic hit. And I miss it too. That's a 45-minute flight up and down just when you get comfortable and you're landing. I love it. Yeah, Mike, you say you want somebody to show you? Hey, look at Leah. Larry Chris Santos. Hey, how are you? Missed you. All right. Glad to see you. Stop by to say hi to this old lady. Oh, y'all gonna make me cry in a minute. All you folks stopping in to say hello. I appreciate that. I really do. It makes me feel good because this was hard for me. I could have done this, I don't know, 3 years ago. And I was just scared to dip my toe in the water. Like I said, when I finally did, I found out it wasn't as bad as I thought it was. Because I listen to you guys. I watch your shows. I can't sleep at night. I'm sitting up at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning watching y'all shows. And some of y'all just crack me up. Y'all help me relax and go to sleep. So I appreciate the hard work you guys put in your garden as well. Odom's Homestead. Hey, how you doing? Glad to see you. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I'm not like the rest of you guys who really get in deep into the, they call it, if I can say the word, statistics of gardening. Um, I know like Lioncrest and Turf, um, Master Gardeners, and y'all really get into it. And all I'm gonna do is tell y'all what I've been through, what I have experienced over the years. Like I said, I have 60 plus years in gardening, and I've seen it change tremendously. You know, like when I was coming up as a kid, the only thing we had was like lime, fish heads, and your scraps from your kitchen that grandma would bury in the yard. You know, I didn't know anything about worm casting, blood meal, bone meal, all that other stuff. All this stuff is new to me. And now they breaking down the soil, um, the pH, and I learned from an old friend about the pH for my hydrangeas and rhododendrons, where I would use coffee grounds, you know, to bring the pH balance up. Um, Eggshells I would put down for the snails, you know, to keep from them crawling up and eating my hostas. So yeah, all the stuff y'all learning now is absolutely new to me. Some of it I agree with, some I'm not too sure. Man, this was great, and I can't wait to get more into it. Spoon in with sunshine. I understand. Like I said, I'm probably scared of nothing, and that's crazy because I'm pretty adventurous. So you know, if I can go parasailing, I should be able to do a canter. You know, so yeah, yeah. God's given God. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I like the old methods. They seem safer anyway. But in the advancement in King, like I watch Homestead Heart with that huge canner. Oh yeah, her and Lead Farmer, and they be canning up 8, 9 quarts at a time. You know, so I know it's not dangerous if you like anything else. If you pay attention to the instructions. Yes, I went parasailing. I was in Jamaica. Yes, I was. They took me out from the shore on a jet ski to the boat and hooked me up and sent me up and away in my beautiful, beautiful balloon. Yes, I parasailed. I loved it. That was awesome. Zip line, whole 9 yards. I can't do any of that stuff now, and I did this years ago, but I wasn't scared. But instead, I'm scared of a canner. So go figure. Okay. it is what it is. But yeah, let's see. Oh yeah, I love gardening with my grandmother. Neighbors are calling the police on you and stirring up close against you. Oh yeah, yeah. My neighbors keep saying, "You got all this back here?" And I'm like, "Yes, I do. And please don't come uninvited. If you want something, I'll be happy to give it to you. Just don't stroll back here." So my neighbors been pretty cool. They watch out. They said they see the deer, but they wasn't running over there and chasing them out. GT said I would have passed out. I don't even like fair rides. I'm adventurous. I'm normally not scared of stuff, but after I had a real bad accident um, back in 9/11, and I haven't been right since then. So my love for the crazy and dangerous is zip. I don't do anything now. Going up down these stairs to the basement to get a load of clothes. That's about as adventurous as I get right now. Oh, Florence. Oh, okay. Oh, you said I am from Jamaica. Oh, girl, when I was in Jamaica, we went to. The young lady said, "You don't say Montego Bay, you say Mo Bay." I was like, "I went to Mo Bay, and I had my jerk chicken. Oh my goodness, and my red stripe. Oh man, we partied all night long. Yes, indeedy. Had a good time. Indiana backyard gardener. Girl, I'm still laughing at you and that hot pepper. That was hilarious. I'm glad you made it too. Yes, yes, everybody saying hello to one another. Yeah. My neighbors always ask, "What you gonna plant this year?" I said, "Wait and see. I don't know." You know how you plant one thing, but then you see a new variety, or we get to talking about seed swaps, and you'll get some seeds from one of you guys, and it just I get tickled because I never thought about Jamaican sorrow until I got seeds from Lady Linda. And I was like, whoa, okay. And then I just started getting seeds from different people. And I was like, that changed my whole game plan, on what I was going to plant. Because I was like, well, I can plant this next year, but I want to plant this year to see what it's going to look like and how it's going to grow in my garden. So, yeah. Yes, you are. I am from Kingston. Oh, you're from Kingston, ma'am. All right. I went swimming in the water. Oh, yeah. I'm a pretty good swimmer. I love water. I gotta tell y'all a story about that. My play daughter, there's a bunch of us that went to Jamaica. So, it's salt water and I'm in the water. I'm swimming backwards out further into the water. She's walking towards me. Now, she don't like water and she can't swim. So she studied talking to me and I'm study floating and swimming back and she's walking. Then all of a sudden it hit her. Water was up to her bosom. And she's like, "Mom, you got me out here in this water." I was like, "Did nobody tell you to follow me?" I was like, "I wasn't gonna let you drown you standing up." But it was so funny. She just talking and walking, and not even paying attention to the water getting deeper and deeper. That was hilarious. I had so much fun in Jamaica. I want to go back. We was in, I think, Ocho Rios. Yeah, yeah. And then we left then we left there and went out. Oh, this is the coolest part of that trip. I went horseback riding up into the mountains, and then the horse came back down the mountain and he swam in the ocean with me on his back. That was so sweet. I got some real nice pictures. People was taking pictures of me on the back of this big horse, and it was like 10, 20 of us. We all went in a trail up the mountain, went across the top, came back down, and the horse just went out in the ocean with you on his back. Oh, I climbed Don Rivers Fall. Oh, I jumped off into the blue hole. I climbed the cliff and jumped off. Oh yeah, that was nice. I got pictures where I was looking like Mr. Miyagi posing coming up off the cliff into the water. Those were the good old days. Can't do that now though. Mm-mm. I look up there and I was like, I can't believe I climbed up there and jumped. That was fun. Those was good old days. But you know what? When you go to the other countries, I always try to go to their botanical gardens and check out people's yards because they have different flowers. What we call house plants here grows naturally huge in those countries. Like where were we at? Bahamas. And we went to where was we at? I hate memory farts. I just make Atlantis. We were at Atlantis, and the little porthos that I planted the other day in my video about house plants. Well, they had them this huge going up the side of the building, and the roots were like this thick, clean onto the walls. So I just like taking pictures. I have all kinds of pictures from just before the pandemic. I had just came back from the Dominican Republic. I used to love to travel. I don't do that now, but I take pictures of all the flowers in every country I ever gone to. And it's just fascinating to see what they grow, and what we call exotic here is what grows there all the time. So it's amazing and it's fun. Oh yeah, let's see. Let me check out the chat here, see anybody new. If I missed anybody, please don't think I did it on purpose. Um, please hit that like button. Let me know y'all like me just a little bit. Um, okay, Maria, I hear you. I'm gonna learn how to pressure can. Okay, don't get snooty. I am. Okay. Oh, honey, I cannot pronounce your name. Is that Rekaby Gardens? I hope I didn't screw that up too bad. All right. Well, thank you and welcome for you coming in to my chat tonight. Glad you made it. Yeah, veggie. I love to see all the tropical flowers. Yeah. And every now and then I would pick a flower, and stick it behind your ear, try to look like you blending in with the natives. Natives don't do that. That's when they tell you've been watching too much TV. And sit out on the beach and check out the water. Yeah. And the parties at night, oh my goodness. You find the right people when you go on the trip. You stay away from the folks from the resort because they got their own agenda. But if you find like a taxi driver or one of them jitneys to come up in there and he said, you really want to know where they go to party at? Oh, hello. Oh, I have partied in some of the best hole in the walls. Oh my goodness, had so much fun. Folks said, we were looking for you. No, you weren't. You weren't looking for me. I can take care of me. I can take care of me. Partied all night long. They take me to the best, come get me the next day, take me to the best spot to buy souvenirs, have a drink, have a little something, something, and just enjoy my trip. I was like, yes, I didn't come this far to sit and wait on y'all to take your showers or have your breakfast. I'm up at the crack of dawn, showered, fed, ready to hit the streets. That's how you have fun. Yeah. I smashed that like button. Thank you very much. Oh, you do? Uh, that's what old age will do for you. You can, you can get your hair changed for free. You know, nature change it for you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. It's easy and light. It's easy and light. And it's so funny when you go get a haircut and you put your hat on, your hat too big. My head is already small. My husband used to say I had an apple head that he could hold it with one hand, and I told him get up off my head. But yeah, you put your hat on and you can hit the rim and spin it around. So luckily you had that little Velcro in the back where you can pull it over and tighten it up a little bit. Yeah. So yeah. Let's see what else can I think of. Um, how many of you in the chat have children that really likes to garden or getting ready to appreciate what you grow for them or what they eat? Go out, y'all. I'm thirsty. Right, Mike? Don't try to touch it. Keep your hands to yourself, or you're gonna come back being shorty. My mom said, "Put your hand out there and you'll pull back a nug." Still works. Now this glass has my name engraved in it. A friend, you can't see it. Nah, can't get a good picture of it. But I have a friend who did engraving, and I've had this glass over 35, maybe 40 years. And this glass has been everywhere. It travels with me. It gets well packed, and it has my name. When people say that's my glass, no, you lying. There's no other glass on this table look like this, and it's got my name engraved in it. So yeah. Oh, EJ Milton, hello. No children. I am an auntie. Okay, nothing wrong with that. Sometimes you might be your neighbor's kid or your nieces and nephews. Uh, GT, you say your son enjoys the harvest. It's nice. Like my granddaughter, um, I grew collard greens last year. She didn't know how to cook them. So first time she came over, I had made a harvest. I had cooked them, and she really enjoyed them. The second time, her fiance went out of town, and I spent the weekend with her at the house. So I cropped a big mess of greens. For y'all who understand that, okay, a big supply of greens. And I took them over and showed her how to cook them. She told them bad boys up. She's like, Granny, we got greens this year. I was like, nah, groundhogs and the raccoons won't let us. But I'm gonna try to grow them inside this winter. I got me some grow lights. I'm getting ready to hook up a grow table. We gonna see if we can make a miracle happen. I only have my oldest son, and my two youngest grandchildren that have any interest in gardening. Okay, yeah. My two daughters love what I grow, but my baby grandson helping me and plant the seeds. The littler they are, the more they seem to appreciate it. When they get to a certain age, some of them feel like it's a chore instead of having just fun watching something grow. I don't know if this ever happened to you, but when we were in school, in elementary school, they used to give us a cup with some dirt and we had to put a seed in it. It was part of like a science project, and we had to nurture it and watch it grow. Well, I got an award because I grew a zucchini about that big from that plant. And I I had already been kissed by the gardening bug hanging with my grandmother. So that really wasn't a chore to me. I really enjoyed it. So sometimes they'll pick it up and enjoy it, and others like, yeah, as long as I can eat from it and mom, cook it right, yeah, then they get to enjoy it. And my son, I was at his house one day, and he had flowers because I always had house plants. He had house plants, and his girlfriend was saying, "Yeah, I ain't never seen a man take care of house plants like he do." And I was like, "Well, he got it naturally. He got it from me." And I didn't know that he actually liked house plants, and he had them in the house, and that kind of made me smile. And I was like, I didn't know you really like plants. He's like, it's kind of hard with all the plants you had in the house. And I was like, okay. But yeah, just in the garden fighting the varmints. Ooh, girl, don't even mention varmints. I got a groundhog. It's like Showdown at OK Corral. It stands up on its hind legs and look at me, and I'm standing there looking at it, and it's like I'm going for that last tomato, and I'm just like, no, you're not. I'm gonna get it for you get it. I ain't kidding. I got gangsters. These are not normal animals over here. These are gangsters. Okay. Yeah, Indiana. I understand. They get busy. They don't understand we're busy too, but we're busy trying to keep our families alive and giving them healthy stuff, you know? Yeah. Sometimes the Easter oh yeah, they good for eating the harvest now. Don't let that stop them. Okay. They might not plant it, they might not help pull weeds, they might not water it, but you put it on the plate and sit it in front of them, see what happens. I guarantee they're gonna eat it and ask for seconds. Yeah, these groundhogs, like I say, these aren't normal groundhogs. I don't know where these animals come from. I think they got a class during winter. They're not all hibernating. It's like how to get yard, you know. Mm-mm. I have a friend who has a garden the next street over. He said, I think they tag team. He said, early in the morning, I see them coming out of the woods, a vacant lot, and cross the street to my yard. And then they turn around and somebody's coming back across the field heading towards your house. So I guess they figuring out who has what and which one they like the most. So yeah, they don't like the rosemary. They don't mess with the rosemary. They don't mess with the basil. Um, but they will tear up some tomatoes. I gave up on Swiss chard. That's a wrap. I didn't get any cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, broccoli. Oh, that was a wrap. So yeah. And when I went over to the yard today, I saw a deposit. A deer left me, so I know they were there because deer will always let you know they've been in your yard. They always leave a deposit. They don't never walk away without leaving a deposit. Good fertilizer, but stay out my yard. Yeah, the groundhog that snatched my leaf bags and drug them to the house next door, she had four. And like between the hours of 5 and 7 in the morning, you'll see them all across the street in the neighbors' front yards, chunking up the grass. And one of my neighbors holler, "Your groundhog is over here." I said, "When did it become my groundhog? I don't have no names for them." This is not like black, tropical homestead where she got bacon and apple butter. No, them groundhogs, I'm not giving them no names. They ain't, The groundhog should be in a pot. They should be sweet and tender. All the veggies they eat, they vegetarians. They eat nothing but greens and what have you. So they ought to be cooked. Should be sweet and tender. Should be like eating goat. I didn't think I would like goat. And they ain't nothing but human garbage disposals, but that goat was good. So I would assume that the groundhog had to be just as tasty. So yeah, tomatoes the only thing the groundhogs won't touch. No, I can't tell that lie. No, they touch my tomatoes like reach out and touch. Yeah. Goat is good, Mike. I ain't lying. I had goat. I was at a friend's house and I ate what they had in front of me, and then I asked, "Can I have some more?" And they was all sitting there grinning at me, and I'm like, "Why are y'all looking at me like that?" And it's like, "What you eating?" I was like, "Okay, so what is it?" They said goat, and I was like, "And can I have some more?" It's like, "Sure." I said, "All right, then we good then." I guess they thought I was gonna get sick or throw it up or what, but if you fix it right, because I have a friend who's a hunter, and he would go up there where GT at in Alaska, and they would hunt wild boar and bring it back. It was delicious. If you know what you're doing, hey, I try anything once. You can't say you don't like something if you never tried it. Oh, oxtails on sale there for $3.99 a pound. GT, why you tell me that? Oh my goodness. I love oxtails with a passion. With some fresh carrots and celery and onions and tomato. Oh my goodness. You just hurt my heart. Uh, you don't like lamb or goat? And I like both of them. I love lamb chops. Oh my goodness. Yeah, buddy. With the mint sauce. Oh, please. Be ready to slap somebody. Curry goat good too. I had that. I like potted meat. I like pretty much everything out here. I came from a household, old Southerners. If you didn't eat what was in front of you, you didn't eat it all. And I didn't like going to bed hungry. So I learned to like everything. And I do mean everything. It's not too much I don't eat. Now I'm not eating pig snout and chicken feet. I'm sorry. That's not on my gourmet list of things to eat. But pretty much everything else I have eaten and I love it. You know, I haven't had rabbit and I haven't had squirrel. But my dad used to cook tongue. I guess it was cow's tongue. I liked it. You know, if you cook it right and season it right, it was tender and you like it. I had what they call it, conch. I had that when I was in the islands. I'll try it. No chitlins for me. Oh, please give me some chitlins, some hot sauce, and some coleslaw, please. Mm-mm. I can't eat the liver. I love liver and onions. My son loves liver and onions. You've never seen a child who loved liver and onions like my son. He said, "Mom, you make it taste like steak." He will eat it all day long. Squirrel tastes like roast beef. I don't know about that. Tacos, ton tacos. Tongue tacos. Okay, that's a new one. I ain't heard that one. I thought I heard everything. I've never heard that one. Uh, yes, there is a war. Conch fritters, yeah, I love them. Oh, GT, just because I'm old don't make me slow. Come on, boo. I love people. People love me. If you don't like me, it's because you're jealous. That's the way I feel about it. Because I pretty much get along with everybody. I get along beautifully with animals and babies. They love me. It's adults to get on my nerves because y'all just don't know how to act right. A child and an animal will give you love unconditionally. You grown ups, oh, I ain't got time to sit there and go through y'all. Oh, no. Mm-mm, mm-mm. I done got older. My patience ain't what it used to be. I be like, get away from me. I was in a good mood. Don't bring me down. Don't be a Debbie Downer. There you go. Yeah, it definitely is good. Okay, all my children love liver and onions when they were growing up. Okay. Yeah, it's good. I mean, if you make it right, if you cook it just right and smother it down, please. Hmm, you think you eating steak? It's nice and tender. Guava, y'all, guava. Let's see what else we can talk about garden. I know a lot of people lately have been talking about planting more flowers because they need more pollinators in their yard. This is the time to really get them in the ground so they can get acclimated for the spring because they might start blooming before you start planting, so they're already attracting the bees and butterflies and what have you towards your yard before you get your plants in the ground. So then you're guaranteed that they'll get touched by the bees and stuff. Pollination. That's the word I was looking for. I like that always awesome. You right, baby. Hey, I ain't mad. Yeah, yeah. I mean, animals except the groundhogs and raccoons and the skunks. Yeah, y'all can have all of that. Yeah, yeah. Winter sowing is great for flowers, and I have my flowers are loving the spots that they're in, and they've been there so long. I really need to divide them because they're starting to slow down in size and late blooming because they're getting crowded. So, yeah. But see, I need manpower. Manpower is hard to find. Okay, even when I got a few coins, I'll pay somebody to help me, but these folks out here is lazy. Okay, mm-mm. They don't want to do anything, and then I get mad, and then I get out there and I start trying to dig up stuff by myself, and then I'm laid up for 2 or 3 days because I threw my back out. But and people say I'll get with you next week. I need to plant this today, not next week. And they don't get it. If you're not a gardener, okay, or been around people who garden, it ain't about next week. It's not even tomorrow. I like to get this done in the ground today, if you don't mind. I'm on a timeline, and they don't understand that. Lazy is the new norm now. I mean, it's always been around, but it looks like each year it gets worse. So yeah, it does. I started gardening with flowers and veg. Yeah, right. Right, because the flowers bring the pollinators into the yard, and that helps every time your veggies start producing a flower and they open up, the bees are butterflies or wasps or whatever comes around, and they take the pollen from one plant to the next. So yeah. Do you sow in containers for fall on? Yes, I do. Right now, I'm growing kale in a window box. All right. I normally like to do it in 5-gallon buckets and my cement mixers, but I'm having too much problem with the groundhogs. They ripped it apart already. They ripped it apart twice. Yeah, lion crest. It is a plague, and it's spreading. It's spreading. TLC in the garden. Hey, sweetheart. How you doing? I'm so glad you're here. I really am glad to see you. Yeah, they want you to do everything. Yep, they want you to grow it, cook it, and serve it to them. Yeah, they don't want to have nothing to do with it. Like I had this one guy live up the street. His name is Joe. When Joe see me out in the yard, he first thing he say, Miss Shirley, what you need me to do? And I said, what do you want in return? Because I don't have no money. Not today. He said, can I have some hot peppers? I hook my boy up every day. He came down the street the other day. He had some barbecue and some kind of bread with him. I said, Joe, my hot peppers is ready. And they were the shishito and jalapenos. And I gave him a couple of those. He came back. He said those was sweet. He said not sweet in flavor. I said I know what you meant. He said they was hot. I was like, well, that's what you asked for. He said they was so good. I was like, thank you. And he always asks me when he sees me in the yard, do I need some help? And he's helped me out a lot. He has. I really appreciate that. And he knows that. I just wish I could find a few more of him like that when I'm in the spring trying to redo the soil. If I was there, I could do everything you need. And you know what, Lion Crest, I would. I didn't see your muscles. I didn't see all y'all's muscles, okay? Even Broke got a little bit of something, something. I didn't see y'all get out there. And Miss Shirley got a little something, something now. All right. All right. Yeah, you try walking up them 3 flights of stairs doing groceries and laundry and stuff. It'll put some muscle on you. That's what I'm trying to tell Tina, that those groundhogs eat till they go to sleep and hibernate. Yeah, they do. And I mean, they do. Say, Lion Crest, do you travel? I don't think his wife Tiff like that. What you say, Mike? I throw the muscle up there. Uh-huh. All of us got a little muscle, some kind of way from working out in that yard. Yep. When I see Spoon, Bobby, Lion Crest, oh, even leg got his muscles too. All you fellas out here and Hands and Dirt, all of y'all throwing down a little bit of something, something. It's sometimes I wish we can put all of y'all on the truck, and for us single ladies and ladies with health issues, y'all can just stop by, one day out of the month, come in and do everything for us, and then I can feed you and okay and move on. Yeah. Oh, I could shoot one now. Pow. Yeah, so I really enjoy that. Um, for all my single ladies in the house, this ain't Beyonce, all right? So don't put your hands up, all right? Um, how do you deal with working in your yard? Because I have bags of mulch and soil and stuff that I can't pick up. I can get somebody to load it in my car and I can get somebody to unload it. But how do you deal with it after that? How do you get it from one spot to another? You know, Part-time prep. Hey, okay. Wives are welcome. All right. Hey, I done seen some sisters now throw down now. I done seen them grab bags and throw them over their shoulder like, okay, okay, luggage cart. All right. You have your oldest son here. I watch Essie with her boys. She got what, 5 boys to the most and fill them to where I can pick them up. Okay. All right. See, I can't even pick up really a 4-pound bag of flour or sugar. Um, and I was watching Lady Lead and Lead with the bug out bags. I told him it would have to be on wheels because I can't put anything on my bag. Yeah, I've dragged them too. Even if I put my back brace on, it's still more than just a notion. I had them stack the bags up high, and then I take the top bag and slide it off on my cart, and then I rip it open, and then I just empty it out until it gets light enough, and then I can take it and dump the rest of the way out, until the pile gets low. And then when it gets down to ground level, I normally have to have someone pick it up and put it on my cart for me from there. But you learn to improvise when you can't do it yourself. Yeah, I got all kind boy, I got every kind of little apparatus you can think of. Wagons, trolleys, whole 9 yards. Yeah. I get tired, I call my son-in-law. I understand. I scored a gorilla cart while back, 20 bucks. Um, I got a cart from my neighbor across the street, the one that passed away. He brought it over here before he passed away and gave it to me. And it's really nice. And I use it a lot. Yeah, I drag it sometimes, but my back says stand up straight. You can't drag this. I've tried rolling it and I've tried taking the bag and walking it. Oh, please. I didn't try it at all. I'm not single, but sometimes I don't like to wait for help. Yeah, I understand that too. Like I said, if I want something done, I want it today, not when you available to do it next week or 2 days from now. I'm on a schedule. It's something I don't haggle prices. I pay the asking price. Define, but yeah, that's hard too. Yeah. I had a neighbor and he came over, and when he found out just how hard gardening was, he got mad at me. He wanted me to teach him about gardening. I was trying to teach him and he was like, all I wanted to do was plant something. I was like, well, you gotta build your foundation first before you can plant it. And that's when I asked him to dump like black cow and mushroom compost and cow manure and mix it all up and smooth it out. And then you can plant. You got to, like T Knox said, you got to feed the soil. You feed the soil feeds your plants. And I knew that from way back that that's the way it goes. You have to build a solid foundation before you can build anything on top of it for it to work. And for some reason, duh, it never hit him. And then once he saw how things grow, then he was like, the light bulb finally came on. I was like, by that time, it was to me, it was burnt out. Um, IBG, you robbed somebody. Okay. All right. Y'all talking to one another. Tell him try it this way, then come back to whom does it work. Okay. All right. I missed that. But anyway, um, oh, I had another question. Um, what is something that you have grown and wish you didn't? Either a waste of space or it just didn't turn out the way you wanted it to, or it was too much. Yep, yes it will. Yes, a few kids I would like to bury it in the backyard, but they said that's illegal. Cauliflower, broccoli, really? Y'all silly tonight. Y'all talk about me. Y'all off the chain too. Love it. Is that it? I know it's more than two people in here giving out answers. All right. Cauliflower and broccoli. All right. What else? Who else didn't like this or that or the other? Come on, y'all. The peppers advanced plant. We should see if the zucchini was worth planting. Okay. All right. You say the jury's still out on that one. So, all right. I kill so much. How you kill asparagus? I thought you just have them in a pet. in a patch and you kind of break them off when they get to a certain height or certain width? Okay, part-time, you're talented. Okay. Okay. Oh, but not all of it lived. Yeah, well, that's true. Oh, I got a lot of failures, please. Huh. So I didn't get a lot of stuff in the ground. Yeah, didn't make it. The squash vine board gets me every time, but I still keep trying. Yeah. Are you planting in the same spot or are you rotating it? Because sometimes if you plant it in a bucket instead of in the ground, you'll have a little more success. But then you just have to be mindful of keeping it watered and fertilized. Squash, not plant. Why everybody got to hang up on squash? I'll take yellow squash and green zucchini, slice it up with some red onions and some garlic, stew it down, and then pour it over either some mashed potatoes or some rice. It'll make you want to slap somebody. Why? Mm-mm. Y'all ain't fixing it right. Okay. Okay. All right. That's what I'm talking about, Cassandra. Yeah. Yeah. Squash is good. Yeah. Well, the squash vine boy, I've had problems with him. My squash started throwing out left and right, and then the next day it came out, and it looked like somebody had snatched it out the ground. I was so hurt. I did get some out of it, but it should have went a lot longer. I have done away every space and bucket. Cannot win the war with okay. All right. Yeah, that might be a problem. But you know what's funny? Y'all having problems with pests I've never seen before and never heard until I joined the garden community. I never seen a hookworm. Um, and what is the other one? The little green caterpillars or whatever y'all got that's been tearing up y'all tomatoes and stuff. The only things I'm used to is the little white butterfly, Japanese beetles, and other critters. But I never really had any problems with anything else because I get dragonflies and praying mantises. They help me with the aphids and what have you. And some of that stuff y'all be talking about, I made that list of what Tina. I got my notebook too of all the ones she was saying. Oh, okay. Aphids, I have problems with every now and then, but I throw the hose on those, and I got some of Dr. Bruner's soap that I make a little squirt bottle on. Slugs and snails, I only have problems with them in the spring with strawberries, and I have enough strawberries that I can just bypass them. Bagworm, that's what it was. I never seen a bagworm. I never seen a harlequin beetle. Spiders, I keep because they help get other bugs. I see stink bugs every now and then. Box elder bugs I've never seen. Cutworms I've never seen. Colorado beetles I've never seen. Mexican bean beetles I've never seen. Scales I've seen. I had them on my house plants and I wiped them down with alcohol and I was good to go. But I walked out the house yesterday and saw a Japanese beetle on my roses, and I just took my finger and pressed the leaf and just squished them all the way across. I was like, "You will not be coming back." I haven't seen a hookworm before. No. Mm-mm. And that hookworm looked like it had eyes staring back at you like I've been busted. Who was that? Aunt Dale was going out at night with her black light on her tomatoes, which I can understand because she had a gazillion tomatoes out there hunting like she Gunga D, you know. I cut the green ones with a box cutter. Ew, that's just nasty. Uh, I don't have problems with roly polies. I see them every now and then, but they have never been to the point where they were problems. I want to grow patty pan squash, but can't even find seeds. I actually grew some this year. I got one about that big. I think I'm getting ready to take it out. First time I ever grown it. and I'm so proud of it. I don't know how I'm gonna eat it because I never had it before, but I figure it's just like any other squash. I'll wash it, cut it up, and season it with some garlic and onions and do a taste test. We'll find out one way or the other. Let's see. Mm, 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 mm. Box cutter. That's what I need. You say look nasty, Mike? Yeah, I guess so. But everybody got problems with different insects in different areas because we all have different growing season. So during our season is later than others because most of y'all are in warmer territories. So you guys are really harvesting off your garden right now, and therefore y'all have more problems with pests. Whereas our seasons is really just starting to ramp up and we don't have as much. I just hate that white butterfly. I hate it. I think everybody does because when you see it, you know it's hidden for your brassica. And I got one red cabbage, and I got to check it to see if it's laid eggs on that. I only got one. Can't get kohlrabi the bulb either. Oh, they ate my kohlrabi and my turnips. Yeah. Growing out the box. Hello, sweetie. I hear you got a video to help us out on this, that, and the other. Yeah, I gotta catch up. Oh, uh, that come to think of that. Um, YouTube, they canceled all my notifications. All right. It would ding all the time to let me know. I've missed so many. I've been watching so many replays because I haven't been getting notifications of all the people I have subscribed to. And I got to subscribe to pretty much all you guys all over again. Is anybody else having that problem with notifications? Because it's just been off the chain with me. Yeah, I'm tired of watching replays when I can talk to you guys and chat while I got you on the line. Guava, y'all. Yeah, because every time I turn on the TV, I'm seeing, well, wait a minute. I didn't get a notification. I missed that live. I could have watched that. So I guess I'm the only one. Oh, see, I didn't did it again. It's an hour and 12 minutes I've been on here talking. Wow. Okay. I'm supposed to did 30 minutes. Evidently, I can't tell time. Yeah, get notifications 5 days later. I don't even get them at all. No, you good with notifications? Well, I'm a resubscribe to everybody's channel that I haven't been getting any notifications for. So, yep. So you was unsubscribed for a few people too. No, you ain't did nothing wrong. I didn't unsubscribe from nobody. They just unsubscribed me from everybody. Past couple of days, not. Yep, you too. Okay, so it's not just me. There's a lot being changed on the platform. So what that got to do with you knocking everybody out the box for notification? They don't want to let us talk to one another? Really? They ought to know better. We like a village. Okay, we're gonna stick with one another. We're gonna find you one way or the other. We're gonna check on you, make sure you're all right. And TLC, sweetie, you know you in my heart. I love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. Okay. I get unsubscribed from people randomly too. Yeah. But they did everybody. I mean everybody. The first one to normally ding for me would be Beauty in the Garden. I didn't get her. I didn't get Led. I didn't get any of you guys. None of you. And I was just like, what? And then when I go on the TV and look, and I was like, oh, they did a video an hour ago or 2 hours ago. Who was I looking at today? Oh, I was looking at Eco talking about his generators, you know, getting electricity and stuff together and the hose and the sub pump and all this stuff. And I was like, I was home. I could have watched that. And I was like, I didn't get notification. And I was just like, mm-mm. And then he was talking about how his queen was upset, Gigi. I was cracking up. I was like, I know that man love that woman, the ground that woman walk on. He don't want her to want for anything. And I just enjoy watching all you married couples, how that you in this together and how loving y'all are and how supportive y'all are. I really appreciate it. That makes my heart happy. because it's so far few in between uh, finding loving household nowadays. There's so many broken homes out here, so many children without guidance, you know. So to see you guys, it just makes me feel good all over, you know. I sub to live, but see no videos. Yes, it is. But that's all right, Indiana. Your husband ain't got to be on the camera, but you know what? He's there for you. So, you know, if he don't never show his face, that's okay with me. As long as we don't see him in the post office, we want it. We good. Just kidding. Yeah, that's all right. You don't want to be on camera, but as long as you got backup, that's the bottom line. That's what counts. We've been married 53 years and still happy. Hey, that's a beautiful thing. My grandparents was married 66 years before my grandfather died. And the only reason my grandmother didn't leave right behind him is because she had Alzheimer's. And when she finally remembered that he wasn't around, I got a call on December 25th that she died. And everybody kept saying she died of a broken heart. And I was like, I can see that after 66 years. Yeah, yeah, that is your life. But you know what's so funny? I asked my grandfather once, I said, Granddaddy, how did you stay married to grandma so long? And he leaned over, he said, I don't pay her no attention. And I just fell out laughing. I was like, yeah, I can understand because my grandmother was truly the monarch, or no, what, the matriarch, I'm sorry, matriarch of the family. Whatever grandma said, you had to do, except me. My mom said me and my grandmother was too much alike. After an hour, we couldn't stand each other. So, yeah. Guava. Yeah, but I love that little short woman. My grandmother wasn't even 5'11", and I could stand over her and kiss on the top of her head. She'd do like that. Stop that. Quit that. Just to irritate her. Grand, my grandfather was over 6 feet. My grandmother wasn't 4'11". I told them they look like the number 10. Yeah. So, all right, people. It's almost been an hour and a half. I had not intended on being here this long. Okay. I'm glad I ate dinner before so I wouldn't fall out. Yep, I don't pay them no attention. That's right, GT. Hmm. I say, yeah, I can understand that because my grandmother was a pistol. She was a handful right up to the day she died. But she taught me a lot. She taught me a lot about the Southern ways and how they families stuck together and took care of one another. Oh, would you say growing out the box, pay no attention works at times? Yeah, it's okay not to like your spouse on certain days as long as you love them. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's a difference between love you and like you. I might not like you for the moment, but I'll love you from now until doomsday. All right. So, people, thank you once again. I'll be back next week. Thursday night is my regular night at 7 o'clock. So, if you have the time, I appreciate you stopping by and throw me some questions next time. Let me see if I can answer some of this stuff. Okay. You know, I love people and people love me pretty much. So thank you, everybody, and enjoy your evening. And you folks in these really hot states, please stay hydrated. Drink water. If you can't drink plain water, throw some lemon or some cucumbers or something in there that will help you. All right. And I enjoyed all your comments and I enjoyed reading what y'all saying to each other back and forth. I really appreciate it. So, as I always say, have a good day. Y'all come back now. You hear?